outside. It's so long since we've been deep in the woods with the fat lad. We need to step away from the screens, go pack a bag, whip up some lunch. You need a break from the wife's flatulence. You've been too long inside, you're about to buzz. Just let us out and let us dream.
What up, mongrels? Another day, another bit of kit to show you. First things first, check out me merch. The best thing is, in the actual shop, it's spelt correctly. But anyhow, link in the description below, all that tripe. Today is the day. As you know, I am not a tent lover. I much prefer a tarp. I know a lot of you out there do enjoy tents, and you've got every right to be wrong. But I've been given a bit of kit that I think bridges the gap perfectly. And that would be the... I've got to try and bleeding read that now. I think it's called the Shanjing2. Basically what it is a tarp with an inner, which is a double tent, which gives you the best of both worlds. I'm going to film myself putting it up now. We'll have a quick walk, a quick talk, we'll see how it looks. Usual caveats, giving it. So, you know, take it with a pinch of salt. I'm not going to bullshit you. I'll tell you if it's good or bad. Let's have a look.
With extra cream, all the way to the top, and you know we won't stop as the penny drop. You gotta step away from the screens. A solo camp hammock under the light of the moon. And sometimes you bring Bramblehead. If you're lucky, you might get some poontang. It's more likely with Johnny.
Right then, that was my first ever attempt at pitching, and this is what you get. As you can see, basically you've got a tarp. I've added those little poles, another set of walking poles to do the same job, and a mesh inner. What I do like about it, let's bring you in, I'll show you some of the features, eh? So, you have a 20D ripstop seal nylon bit at each end, so that when you close it down, that stops any wind and rain getting into you, effectively making it a tent. If you look up here, that literally just clips in like a buckle, and then you tighten it with the adjusters. And on each tie out point, you've also got adjusters down to where the pegs go. Measurements. Along the apex, you have got 3.2 metre. 1.3 metre each side, which obviously comes up to 2.6 metre, and I'm guessing that's about 2.8 metre along there. I can't remember. It is a 2-berth inside. You have entrance zips at the end, and that whole side also zips open to let you in. As you can appreciate, bit of a rush job putting that up. Never done it before, and it ain't actually turned out too bad. So if you can get in from the end and get in from the side, if I hadn't have put the side opening on the other side, it would have been brilliant, because you can sit underneath that as a canopy, cook, clean, doss. Yeah, do what you need to do. I'm really liking that. As I say, I am not a tent lover. I do use them because needs must. This, to me, ticks all of the boxes. It gives you the views, the openness, the airiness of the tarp, with the practicality, windproofness, weatherproofness of a tent. So we have here, as you can see, the areas are all reinforced. Sorry about all the wobbly camera work. Reinforced, and the stitching on these tie outs is superb. Again, as with any tarp or tent I get, I would always seam seal everything, but they're all the same. You've got another 2 pegs that come with it to peg out the sides. You can have it in all sorts of configurations. The bag it comes in is one of the roll top waterproof bags, which is brilliant. Easily fits inside afterwards. A seriously quality bit of kit. I'm going to open up the side in a minute and jump in just to show you what it looks like. I might even see if I can get my good lady in there and all to see if it is actually a 2-manner. But Picture yourself on a hillside like that. When the weather comes in, drop in the sides. Very, very sheltered. Another true bonus of it, with it being a separate tarp, which it basically is, and bug net, and it being 3.2 long, my hammocks, as you may or may not know, are longer than the ones you can buy over here in the UK, and a 3 metre tarp just covers it. That being 3.2 metre, win-win. With the adjusters on the end of, or each corner of the tarp, makes setting up a doddle. One thing I would say, the corner ones, I would prefer them to be a little bit longer. If they were longer, then the tie-outs from the side wouldn't necessarily reach. I'm going to pop the side open. I'm going to flip them poles over to that side, unzip it, see your headroom and stuff like that, and we'll have a good look round. 5,000mm hydrostatic head, really ain't bad. 20D seal nylon at the top, 20D seal nylon. I can't speak bleeding English today. Seal nylon at the ends. Guess what the bottom is? 20D seal nylon. All waterproof up to 5,000mm. Really am talking gibberish at the moment. Got to put you down. I'm going to reconfigure it, open up the sides, and we'll have a look, yeah? Oh, straight down hole. Right. So, this is me sitting up in it. Bathtub floor, as you can see. One thing I really like about it, with the bug net, you've got little tie-outs in the corner, so when you undo the bug net fully, you can plop it back and it just sits nicely in the corners there. No need to roll it up, no need to flip it over, and you've got all of this room. So what we got, they do advertise YKK zippers. Can't verify that, I must admit they do look a bit small, but their operation is absolutely fine. Have a look on their website, as I say. They do say they're YKK zippers. You've got a little tie-out point there for hanging your lantern, as with any tent. Same with your little pockets at the side. They're all there. They all work great. Now, if you have a look, I'm leaning forward. I'm still under cover. Entrance that end. Entrance at the side. What else is there really to say? Love the bathtub floor. That has actually got a little bit of material in there to hold it up. Here's my good lady. If it can fit her arse in. Have a lay down, bub. 2 people, lay on your back.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, when you're cracked. Oh. So, you'd have to be close, but you can fit 2 people in it. And you can sit up. What do you reckon?
Right.
You don't like camping either, do you?
Nope.
There you go. I don't really know what else to add.
Good.
I'm loving it. The price, right, price. This comes in at 103 quid from camperslist.com. They was trying to get me to review another tent after the Shanjing2. As you know, I really don't like doing reviews. And he was a bit surprised when I picked one of the cheapest ones I've got. This, to me, is better than any of the other tents I've got, because you've got views for days. Lovely views, aren't they?
Very nice.
You've got room, you've got shelter. What's not to like? And you've also got an extra tarp, should you want to go hammock camping. She don't like hammock camping either. So, beautiful really, isn't it? Beautiful, isn't it? It's pretty good, like. I'll do a little pan round and let you see it. So, what else can I tell you? I'll tell you what I'll tell you. It weighs in with the pegs and everything, because it comes with the pegs, which are the little rip-offs of the MSR ground stake type mini ones. I always recommend that you change them out. But that weighs in at 1.1 kilo. Is a little bit heavier than the Shanjing, etc, etc, but it does give you options, because I'm getting my hammock under that. So much lighter than my DD tarps and everything. That little bit of extra length, lovely jubbly. I'm proper impressed with that. Proper impressed. I mean, look, even Bramblehead looks happy. She never looks happy. Can you imagine being up in the lakes there? Look, she could be making me a brew and all sorts. Obviously not. Anything else you need to know? Obviously I haven't tested it. I've got to say I've never ever had an issue with any kit from 3UFL or 3FUL, whatever it's bleeding called. I said Shanjing. Have a look in the description, it'll tell you, won't it? A 2-man tent / tarp bivvy. Yeah, happy days. Really looking forward to getting that one out. That to me is better than the Shanjing2 and a lot cheaper. I know cheaper isn't a word. I've done it on purpose. Merch.
And the fear in his eyes as he zips up the tent again. Just let us out and let us dream and go wherever we want with extra cream.
So then, as you can see, easy up, easy down. That took God knows how long to take down, 3 minutes. Even managed to keep it attached together, the fly and the outer inner. So that's the sort of size. Obviously you can crush it as much as you need to. Proper happy. Let's have a look. I've got to give it some downsides. Obviously I'll give it a better look at when I use it. I would say it would be better with a darker colour green, but that's just personal preference. It isn't too offensive. And possibly on the corners I would opt for yes, longer lines to when you put it up in porch mode. Just gives you a little bit extra. But let's face it, that's pretty minor. And the zips work fine. They don't look like 3K or YKK zips, but they could be YKK zips, but they're only little. This is going to be the last review you see from me for a while, because to be quite honest with you, I don't want to punt stuff to you, and it means I've got to come out to make videos. Don't like doing that, but I'm happy with that as a bit of kit. Might take it with me on me up and coming, might not. Till next time, ta-ra! Say goodbye, woman. Oi!
I did, I waved.
Oh, she waved. Bye.